1955, a great year for modernization, right? We went from the boxes with the proof sets to a poly pack, which is a big deal at that time, and then in '68, the hard plastic lens we see today. Well, that transition created a unique scenario for all the proof coins of 1955. You basically don't see them. Well, tonight, we're going to see them. We're going to see them big style. Take a look at this. We're talking about the Franklin. At that time, there were 5 coins in the proof set. Wheat cent, Jefferson nickel, silver Roosevelt dime, silver Washington quarter, silver Franklin half dollar. Philadelphia made all of these sets. 1968 is when San Francisco took over. And again, 1955 significant because of the box, the corrugated box, and then the movement halfway through the year to the poly pack. What does that mean? It means you do not find high quality coins. Let's just look at some raw numbers just for scope. 378,200. That is how many of the proof sets were made in 1955. So 6 years into America could now own proof sets. Again, remembering, prior to 1950, a regular citizen couldn't walk in and get a proof set. So 50 to 55, our 6th year, and we've got to 378,000. What is that in scope? Well, scope is, in 1987, the height of proof sets, there was 3.7 million sets made that year. And for continuation purposes, there's over a million proof sets every year throughout the state quarter program. So popularity on proof. Proof is a method of manufacture, remember, not a condition. Taking the dies, polishing them, taking the planchette, the piece of silver in this case, striking it twice under enormous pressure, great detail, mirrored background. You can see yourself. Gorgeous stuff. Here is the second chapter, though, that's so important. Over the last decade, we've learned a couple of things from the U.S. Mint and other world mints, and that is mintage figures matter, how few of something matters, and then higher the quality, the better, which is kind of standard for any collectible, right? But we've grown to look at, because of the techniques of today, what the various world mints, our own mint included, we see perfect 70s now show up, where back then you never saw one ever. There still isn't a 70 in the Franklin series. 69s, and they're expensive, but there's no 70s. Well, 67 is where it gets to be really difficult and really tough, yet affordable. If you look at NGC's website, here is a remarkably small number. 3,466 are known to exist in 67, 68, and 69, all added together. What does that mean? It means that my competition has this same coin. The last time we had this coin by itself was over a year ago. The competitors had it about 6 months ago, and they were at $239. We are $100 less. Timing is everything, right? And tonight is the right time. The 55 is a gem. How about relevancy, right? Proof Silver Eagles, the big silver proof of today. So far this year, NGC has certified over 60,000 coins. Last year, 90,000 coins. 2021, the Type 1 and Type 2 were give or take 100,000 each. The 2020, going back even further, was over 60,000 as well. All of those sell for more money than this one does, and this one there's only 3,466 known. That's a difference maker. The other part is timing. This is almost 3/4 of a century old. I mean, we're in 2023 right now. This is from 1955. I mean, remember, the packaging improvement, that was the reason why there are so few of these, is we put it in the box and stapled together flips. Here are your proofs, and we finally put it in the poly pack. Wow! All right? It's like having a biplane and then going to a supersonic jet. Drastic difference over a period of time. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. I only had a handful. We have a lot of people always requesting early issue Franklins. We're always trying. Trust me, we never want to turn away a sale if we don't have to. But having the coin is important. Hunting it down with only 3,466 known in the world in the last 35 years. And that's the only way NGC gets paid, by doing it. So you're looking at proof silver eagles that are 60 to 70 to 100,000 the last few years, and they all sell for 139 to 179 or more. Those are our prices when we're destroying everybody else with those prices. Or you can go back 3/4 of a century to one of the most popular series, one of the most undervalued series, and this price point proves it. For the same price. You can't replace age, right? Vintage is vintage. You can't replace quality like this. You can make improvements in the future, and the techniques get better, and then the grades get higher. But you can't go back in time, I wish we could, and change this. That's to our benefit. Everybody, phones are super busy. Thank you, but it's time to be moving on.